Oh. All right. Well, welcome back, guys. We're here for Mob Psycho Season 2, Episode 2, and we're having
Take
to do this.
two.
Yeah, take two, because we had some audio overlap.
If you wanted to listen to Phil Swift and not what we were saying,
Yeah.
it was perfect, but sadly...
We were being haunted in that video. But anyway, so getting off of this one, I have like no note. My
Yeah,
notes
just
are
get your notes out here while he does that. This one was an action-packed episode.
Yeah, because we get a lot of enemies introduced. We got a new ally that they've come across because, I don't know. But it starts us off with, Mob and Raijin, his sensei, that, he's like, I need more food, so we need to go and, make some money. And so they decide to go to this, town next door that is full of, superstitious people and phenomenons. And so there they meet this new psychic, which his name... for the life of me, Shinra Ben Shimaru. Apologies. Ben Shimaru. I have no idea how to say that. But he's supposedly a psychic, and he labels himself as the greatest psychic of the century, which, same as his sensei, so Mob makes that comment there. But we get to see that they actually attract a client, and the client wants them to dispatch all of the urban legends to kind of help, I guess, ease the spiritual unrest of the town. And so... he jumps on that opportunity for money, and they sign it up, and so it's going after these, 4 urban legends. There's, Granny Dasher, Red Coat Streaker guy. There's the Dragger, and the Human Dogface, which Human Dogface is pretty powerful. But, we get to see those. We get to see a pretty good fight scene. We get to see Dimple come back more so for this season, actually, creating a rescue. And there's a little bit of twists, I guess you say, for expectations, possibly.
Yeah, one of the things that's great about this is even though the 4 urban legends are treated as their equal as far as, danger and whatever is concerned, they're definitely ones that are tougher than other ones, or not what you would expect. And especially the one character that ends up being similar to Freddy in a sense, where they get more powerful the more you are scared of them. And we even get a flashback to Sensei's childhood where he was scared.
Yep. Santa Claus reference, too.
Yeah.
But, there's... I think that was one thing that... it has that element of the show where it's like, oh yeah, these are not as they seem. But I was still shocked that we got to see all of them in one episode. So that was kind of cool seeing that, as well as the new psychic. He's kind of introduced as another con man, this next city's con man, and you kind of maybe get that impression when you're first introduced to him. But then you learn that he's an actual real psychic. Possibly not that strong, but still.
Yeah, we get one of the best things that I like about this show is the animation. So we get not only do we get one extended fight scene with the Dragger being involved quite a bit that I really like, kind of like almost a martial arts fight, which is common in some anime shows. Similar to it is somewhat similar to One Punch Man in that way in regards to this particular fight. But you also get the mysterious blue-green aura that means that you're a psychic. I don't know what the rules exactly are, but so you get that animation and you get an extended fight without Mob. Again, similar to One Punch Man, where the fights without him are interesting. This one was probably the interesting fight was without Mob in this episode,
because it was able to drag on a little bit more without it being unbelievable. Yeah, drag. Hey. Totally meant to do that.
I also love how the character's name is Dragger, and they do drag things, but after a while they just start killing people. So
I think after it realizes that you're not just some naked man in a raincoat, it decides to get real and fight you 1v1. But the way that they kind of connect how its power is, how it gets its power, and then how they figure out how to defeat it. I love how they play that off. And Mob faces his probably biggest traumatizing event for the second time this season. First it was speaking in front of the whole school, and now it's you'll find that out. But
all I can say is it's pretty sad if you don't get in any better shape after running for every day for 6 months.
Yeah,
feels bad.
That does suck.
He's got bad genes.
Speaking of exercise and whatnot, there's a Street Fighter reference in here that I absolutely found hilarious that they did this. One of the fights in there has that kind of esque. I won't spoil it here, but you know, if you've played Street Fighter, you're gonna get a kick out of that. But yeah, they're overall, you know, we got some you know, cool fights, introduced into some new characters. It looks like next episode is going to involve you know, the whole, I guess, aftermath of them getting a new website, because the sensei figures out that that's another great way to con people, is to build a website and, you know, make claims on there. And so it seems like they're going to get a new client and stuff like that.
The introduction is great, how he thinks about the idea, because the client who ends up telling about the urban legend was like, yeah, I got all this unreliable info online. He's like, oh, online, that's a great idea.
Yeah, and so I'm curious to see if like the new client for next episode is going to be like a legit one, or if it's going to be like a
evil organization.
maybe.
We'll see, but yeah, and then you get you know, these kids bully a dog, and you know, Sensei tells them what's what for, and then we got kids who are very capable of removing themselves from possible threats with loud car alarm like devices.
I wonder. Well, I was gonna say it's just a fitting way because it's in today's times, and then it's that.
It's pretty funny. Overall, this episode, it probably wasn't as funny as the last episode because there's a lot of action. But in regards to the characters that it does introduce, I like their personalities. Want to get to know more of them. And again, since we see the new psychic in the outro, and I think as well in the intro, we'll see how that person plays an effect, or maybe their part. Mm-hmm. They talked about a specific like league of psychics, so I wonder if that league is going to be evil or bad, or maybe it'll be in conflict with the other evil organization that we've seen previously.
That's true, and it also sets it up, you know, that they can do more stuff in this new town, since it seems like it's a plethora of the supernatural. But yeah, I guess that the only other thing to really mention is like we got a hint that there's going to be something in Mob's personal life happening in the next episode, which they don't, you know, give us too much to work on. But you know, I would assume that it's probably going to have to deal with either something in his school, or like maybe the girl that he just met in the first episode. You know, we could see a return of some of the other characters from the first season, whether it be, you know, whatever. That's probably a stretch, because I don't know if they would really return to those characters that soon in the season, since there really isn't a reason to call on them. Yeah. But you know, we'll see where it goes. It seems like we're gonna get some sort of conflict, so probably be like this episode.
Deadly conflict, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Mob will be okay.
He'll be alright.
We're still waiting for blonde guy to get back on the scene. We're missing him. Hopefully he'll be in the next episode, or maybe he'll be a part of just the series more in general, because we see him as a prominent part in the opening, and we'll have to see how many hairstyles he has this season. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5.
He wears a different hairstyle for depending on how powerful his opponent is.
Yeah, hair powers. That's what I want to see about through the Mob universe.
Well, I guess that concludes this episode-by-episode review of Mob Psycho Season 2, Episode 2, and we'll see you guys back for the next episode.
Peace.
Peace, addicts.